Hey y'all, Jesse Petersen here with Let's Make Art. Good job making time for art. Let's get started. Okay, this next technique is object printing, which I think is so fun. And you start out gathering some objects. Now it is, winter here. So I don't have like any super great stuff outside, but I do have some evergreen kind of things. And I also have this plastic fern that I found in the studio, just laying around. And I'm gonna show you a little bit of printing with this yarn. I already have this one that's kind of all crusty with paint, so I'm gonna use that one. And we're just gonna see what happens with this. So look around your house, look for textures, fun objects, and you can practice this and do this a few times with different things and see what happens. It's kind of just, turns out different each time I do it, so we'll just see how it goes. I'm going to use umber this time. I'm going to put a couple of stripes of paint up here. Just make sure I got enough paint here. Looks good to me. I'm going to take a clean brayer. Now this is clean. It has a little paint on it, but it's dry. And I'm just going to put my paint down. And like I've said a few times before, as long as your brayer roll is moving, then you're going to get a good, nice coat. Now, if it starts sliding instead of moving, you got too much paint. So move down into a space where there's less paint. Try to distribute some of that paint a little better. Yeah, here we go. Different paints have different pigments in it to get these colors. And this umber paint just has a different smell to it. I wonder what pigments are used to make this beautiful color. I don't know. Okay, so we got nice thin layer paint. You could have done ombre too. That could have been cool. And I'm going to put this guy kind of at the top here. And I'm going to put this here. And now this might move around, might not get a perfect print, but it could still be cool. Who knows? Who knows? And then we're going to do a project again with this yarn, but I just wanted you to have an opportunity to practice. I'm just going to throw that on there like that. And I'm going to use my practice paper, just my regular paper, to do this first one. And I put it right on top of my objects. Now it's not flat because these things aren't exactly flat, but I'm just going to smash them down. I'm going to hold my hand over there to these objects that aren't flat, and I'm just going to kind of press down, see what we get. And if you have some space in between that object or whatever, that's okay. Just do your best. See, I can see where that yarn is, and I'm just going to press in between the spaces of that. You can see where this little branch is. And you can see, now I'm trying not to move the needles of this pine, evergreen, whatever it is, but I'm just trying to press that in there, and we'll see what we get. So this is a 2-print process. So this is our first print. We'll see what we get here. So you're just going to get the negative outline shape of these. Kind of cool. Kind of cool. We'll just set that down right there. Now we'll carefully take our objects off the printing plate, set them aside because you can use these again and again. And we'll go for one more print. Now you got to work fast because this paint dries quickly. So I'm just going to throw my paper right on there and smooth it out, see what we get. Sometimes if the paint dries, I don't get anything. Sometimes I get it perfect. It's just trial and error. So don't be sad if it doesn't come out how you thought it would. Keep going, try a few more. That's why this is print making practice, right? Practice. All right, let's see what we got. We got something. Oh, cool. That looks cool, cool, cool. I mean, that worked out pretty ideally. Isn't that neat? To get all these different textures from objects around your house. Now you could keep doing this with different objects. You could do this first step like this and then use a background color and do this one on a background color, if that makes sense. Like we could have used this guy to do that second print, and then this would have been on that color. You know, so you can kind of think about some of the techniques that we've gone over and how you can mix those techniques together to get different effects. But just for a practice run, I think that turned out pretty cool. Thanks so much for taking the time to create with us. We love to see what you made. And we love to share those things in a community with people who will support you. So you can share those with us on our Facebook group, Let's Make Art Journals, or on our Instagram using the hashtag Let's Make Art Journals. Thanks so much. We'll see you next time.